I remember spending hours to write down the lyrics of the Dirty Dancing cassette, relentlessly turning the tape over and pressing fast forward, then turning it back all over again.
I didn't have a Walkman on my own. I had to share it with my older sister, who was constantly playing rhythm and blues, and she taught me how to record songs from the radio.
I remember waiting all night to download just one song from Napster. The iPod hadn't been invented yet, and we spent hours in front of the PC to finally enjoy the music.
Alanis Morissette had a secret song on her first CD. These songs weren't necessarily written on the list of songs. If you left the CD playing, at the end this was your secret song. I was little.
In the summer of 2020, Sonic Friday transformed a national museum's relationship with sound and its audiences. Through 6 months of creative online engagement with sound, audiences found their voice at a time when the United Kingdom was in lockdown and all museums in the country had to close their doors. Inspired by its world-class collection of sound technologies, the National Science and Media Museum in Bradford invited social media users to share their memories and stories around their personal relationship with that sound culture, from cassettes to CDs and iPod to digital sampling and lockdown sounds. The response of audiences was unexpected. 1,000 users actively involved in sharing and commenting, and more than 300 digital memories were collected throughout different platforms. These memories not only enriched the collection, giving the birth to YouTube playlists, sound maps, and multimedia galleries, but also gave life to the objects that until then remained silent in the physical galleries. The project raised a new and thrilling question. Should these memories become heritage?
The Sonic Fridays project gave us a new window into the value our visitors see in the Sound Technologies collection, and in a very natural and unforced way. People are much more comfortable responding through social media than in a focus group or a survey. The project gave us a different perspective on what a cassette player, a CD player, or a vinyl means to a lot of our visitors. And this sort of personal response makes those objects live again, with all the sounds, music and memories that are part of their essence. And we can now work on transferring this approach from the online dimension to our physical galleries.
What's been really exciting for me is how this project has opened up the collection for reflections from people who owned, worked with or consumed content created by sound technology. Traditionally, museums do this through in-depth interviews and oral histories, but what this project explored was how social media can increase the reach and volume of the participants in these kinds of activities. I think the really interesting questions emerging from this research are around the collection as a place of convening for communities, about the relationship between these audience voices and the traditional museum authority, and the emerging need to manage and maintain these kinds of audience responses for the long term.
And you? What memories came to your mind if you listened to this?